Hi, welcome to Muzzle First. So Saturday, December 30th was my last range day of 2016. So it was a really nice day here in St. Louis, so I got a chance to go out and put a few more rounds through a couple guns. My primary objective was to get a little more trigger time with the M&P 45 Shield. This is my current concealed carry gun. Sure you can see the dust that's building up on it. I do pocket carry this. One of the downsides of pocket carry is it does get dirty. You can actually see where the holster mates up on it. The rest of it gets a little bit of dirt, a little dust built up on it, a little pocket lint. Not a big deal. I wipe it down and carry on. But anyway, so I did have some range footage for you. So the way that I generally do my target practice with my concealed carry gun is I do one round of like very controlled fire, and then I progressively try to get faster. I try to push myself a little bit more to go a little faster, to regain my sight picture and fire a little bit faster with each round. And by each round, I'm talking about the two magazines that I would carry. So I only use the two magazines that I would carry. This is the 6+1, so I got 7 rounds here and 6 rounds in that magazine. So that's what I use for each round. So I did 50 rounds at 7 yards, and I did 50 rounds at 10 yards. And you can kind of see the difference here as we go through the pictures. I kind of show you how my groups opened up a little bit as I got a little bit quicker on the trigger. I tried to push myself to go a little bit faster. So what I did basically was I started off at 7 yards the first round, and I do a very controlled fire. I try to take aim, fire, and be consistent. Stay consistent. You know, don't stop and pause. Just be consistent, but controlled, and a controlled fire. Second round, I got a little faster. Third round, I got a little faster. Then I carried that on into the 10 yards and do the same thing. So I carried that on into the 10 yards, and I try to keep that pace. And then progressively, each round go a little, push myself a little further, push myself a little harder. And I'll show you how they opened up here. All right, so so this picture right here, this is my first target, 7 yards after 13 rounds. And not too bad. It's not too bad of a target. I can do better. I need one more trigger time with it. I need to get a little more used to the trigger on it. But I can do better than this. And so we get into the second picture here. I'm going a little bit quicker. Trying to push myself a little bit harder. Still, I'm not at the point to where I'm losing target acquisition or anything. I'm still giving myself time to acquire target and to fire, and to acquire target, to aim, and to fire. All right, so let's get on to the third picture. So this is my third round, and this one here, I'm starting to open up the groups a little bit, and this one, this is my final target. All right, so this right here is after 50 rounds at 7 yards with the Smith Wesson Shield. You can see my groups right there. So I'm really kind of starting to push myself here, and you can see I'm starting to get a few trailers down here at the bottom of the target. I did get everything in the paper, but I am starting to get a few trailers at that point because I am starting to push myself a little bit more. And that was it. So that was 50 rounds at 7 yards. Then I backed up to 10 yards, and I did the same thing over again. But I started off with this target here. This is 13 rounds at 10 yards. And I started off with trying to push myself at the same speed that I had finished at 7 yards with. This is 13 rounds, 10 yards. This is my first round. And then this is my second round. So I fired 13 more rounds, trying to push myself to go a little bit faster, trying to push my target acquisition a little faster, push my target, my firing rate a little quicker here. And so you can see I opened up a little bit more. And then here's the third target. This is my third round. So at this point here, I've got 39 rounds on the target. And you can see it's opening up a little bit on me. It's not nearly as good as it was at 7 yards. But here is after 50 rounds. You can see I almost got one off the paper down here. This right here is from the stapler, and that's from the staple also. But I did get one that's right down here at the edge. It's almost completely off the paper. You can see that. So I did push myself enough that I started getting a pretty big group there at 10 yards. But that was my goal. My goal was to make myself, try and make myself do better, basically. I want to be able to reacquire target, get on target, and fire a little faster than what I normally do. So that was it with pretty much the M&P Shield. I put 100 rounds through it. Fantastic gun. I cannot say enough about this gun. It is live, so let's go ahead and empty it here. One thing I can tell you about this gun, I like this trigger. I will show you just to be sure. It is empty, there's no magazine in it. I like this trigger. It's a nice, crisp trigger. I can tell you that I do like that, especially for a concealed carry gun. I need to get a scale so I can actually measure it and see what that is, but I'm very happy with that trigger. I can't complain at all about the trigger. So my goal with that is to just get better. Basically, that's what it comes down to. All right, so the rest of my range session was kind of really just kind of goofing off. So like I said, I did put 50 rounds through it. I was using the Federal aluminum. I like this stuff, 230 grain, just full metal jacket, round ball. I like that ammo, so I put 100 rounds through it. Then I went on to the CZ Scorpion, and I kind of had this crazy idea of, yeah, it was a crazy idea of doing a first-person shooter. Crazy idea, but I'm going to do it again. I got to try to do it again. So I had this crazy idea with my CZ Scorpion of doing a first-person shooter. My goal was to make it like you're looking through the sights while you're watching the video, basically. So I tried to actually aim the gun through the camera. Two things that I learned. First off is that sucks. Getting yourself in a position to where you can actually do that with a regular camera is not fun. So you kind of contorting a little bit to do that. But the other thing that I learned was that actually aiming through the camera is very difficult. In my mind, I thought it would be a lot easier than it is. It's not. It was fun. I will tell you that. I will do that again. And I'll put a link up. I'll put a link at the top. I guess the top right up here. I'll put a link to the video I published already of the first-person shooter, the point of view of shooting the CZ Scorpion. It's a short video, a minute and a half, I think, something like that. I basically just do a mag dump on a 30-round magazine. And that's basically all I did with the CZ Scorpion. I didn't do a lot of target. It's just it's a fun gun, and that's pretty much what it is for me. It's a fun gun. I did bring the target with me, as you can see. This right here is 200 rounds, and I was at about 7 yards. I say about 7 yards because it's seven steps is what I'm counting as a yard, counting as a step. And I just did all mag dumps. There was no real aiming other than what I did through the camera, and just pulling the trigger. That was about it. Trying to keep it on target. I did find that it was almost easier for me to watch a target and not try to watch the sights through the camera, just watch a target and see where I was hitting. I actually did better doing that. But I did get them on paper at least. I was kind of impressed about that because aiming through the camera was not fun. It was a little difficult to do. Very fun gun to shoot. And the last thing I did was my Ruger American pistol. I actually don't have my target from that one. I don't even have a picture of the target from that one. I only did 50 rounds through this one. It started getting really cold at the range. The temperature was dropping rather rapidly at that point, and the sun was going down. But anyway, I did put 50 more rounds through the Ruger American pistol. I tried to do the same thing. I tried to do the first-person shooter with it. And the CZ one turned out better, but I will be releasing the video on that one here come soon. Pretty soon. I'll be releasing a first-person, the point of view shooting video from that one, just so you can see what I did. It was a trial. It was an experiment with me. I will do it again, but that's about it. That's about all I did at the range on Saturday. I did some target practice. I got a little more experience, a little more trigger time with the M&P 45 Shield. That was my main objective, and I did that. And then I just goofed off the rest of the time. I blew through 200 rounds of 90mm. 150 rounds of the Federal aluminum case 45 ACP, and I had fun, and that was about it. If you've got any questions about this video, you can email me at muzzlefirst@gmail.com. There is a space below this video to leave your comments. All comments are welcome. Visit my website, www.muzzlefirst.com. Thank you, and you have a good day.